It's me, Derek the Chocolate Botanist. Hello. Like, share, subscribe, hype, comment, repost, all of that good stuff. I am here and I'm cleaning off my patio because they're repainting like all the buildings. Like those of you who've been following me a while know that that building was blue, kind of bluish gray or something. And I'm going to be kind of cleaning off this patio, meaning I got to take all this stuff and conglomerate it somehow, some way, and then get it in the house so they can do all the things they do. And I really hate that this happens during like the winter because everything that is dormant in the soil out here is going to be like waking up in my house. And that includes insects. Like, I don't know if y'all know this. Y'all got insects. Hey, everybody joining. Y'all got insects in your soils. So y'all come in, tell me where you're watching from, what state, and what thing are you looking forward to this spring or growing this year? What thing are you looking forward to growing this year? So I'm going to be on the patio. I'm going to be kind of out here cleaning. I'm going to start from the back like I've done before, where I start from the back and work things into the house. And it's kind of sad. Really start from the back because those of you who really remember, I planted these and I haven't watered any of these since I planted them. These, I sat here and I was like, I'm going to water these garlics. These were like elephant garlics or something I started. And it looks like they're coming up. But in the other garlic, we'll show y'all real quick, is, you know, kind of looking ragged. But I've not been watering and it's been ice cold. So we're going to get started. Again, tell me what plants you're happy about growing this year. You can ask me any question within reason. Within reason. And what state you're in. We got a person from Philly who's looking forward to growing blackberries. Woo, he said almost falling. I love that for you. Blackberries. So while I'm waiting for y'all to interact and engage, because I know how y'all like to do. Y'all like to be like, Derek, don't go live. And then y'all like to not interact when I do go live. And I probably should plan it more. But I'm going to go into it. So I've been on this patio now for, Jesus, it's going to be going on 8 years. Because I came in 2018. This is 2026. I've been on this patio growing plants for 8 years. And every year I've gotten better and better at growing. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how, right? Especially for those of you who see me growing on this patio, you're like, how do you do it from year to year to year? And I don't really got a good answer for you. I ended up having to get, and I'll answer that question in a second, Lady Dan. Thank you for interacting. I love you. You don't know. You know I love you. I love your spirit. Oh, I was looking for this. This is what I needed indoors. This is great. This is all coming together. So I've just been learning. Like year to year, I learn I can grow vegetables and herbs on the railing because they get more light or really low. I can grow a lot of flowers. This is how much I need to water. This is how much soil I knock over. These things survive. These things don't. These are the insects and animals I have to battle or live with. Like, I've learned so much from year to year. So I had a question, did I get my wooden pot? I did not. I'm gonna show you the pot I got once I bring it out, because I need to bring it out to transfer the thing, what is it called? Transfer the soil out of it. So one of my wooden pots is basically like falling apart. And I got these wooden pots from a store that I won't use the name of. I'm just gonna say some words that are their initials. So HD for huge disappointment, because it seemed like these people are supporting, you know, the government man, the orange man that's in office. And I'm like, ooh, no, child. How are y'all doing that? And I love that store. Oh, I love that store. I love that store oh so much because they are literally within walking distance of me. And I don't know, coming from the coast, I'm, you know, I just feel some type of way about going to Lowe's sometimes because it just reminds me of home. And And I sometimes felt in past tense that I didn't have all the stuff I needed to have. But I ended up getting a beautiful pot from the Lowe's, which was spectacular. So I can't wait to show y'all. So again, I'm just going to be kind of clearing off the patio. I'm going to be emptying out everything. And then while I'm also clearing it off, this is a good time to finish purging, because I started this earlier sometime in the middle of last year actually, and I need to finish it out this year. So purging and getting rid of things is a big part of getting ready for your spring cleaning, because over time, especially if you garden like me, you just put anything anywhere. You put anything in your place, and the next thing you know, you have broken pots here, failed things here. Like I have these carrots here that aren't really doing too hot. I've not been out here watering at all because it's cold. Once I finally get home, and it only takes me 20-30 minutes to get home from work, I don't water anything because I tried, but I just can't do it. I don't know about y'all. I don't know if y'all winter garden. I just can't. So I'm purging and getting rid of stuff like this. This could be something for like transporting a bunch of pots around. I don't need this. I was wondering if you grab half a barrel instead, they make great planters until they rot. So the wooden ones that are the half a barrels, like I guess they are right, but the wooden things I'm talking about are these. So these wooden boxes that are right here, like I think when I originally bought the first one I got, it was like $50, and that was 8 years ago. And the price is now $100 for wood that is not treated, right? It's not, it may be stained, but it's not like weather treated and weather fortified. And over time, they eventually just break apart, like literally break apart, which is sad because as I am trying to like move them, especially when I move into a house, whenever that happens, you lift it and the whole thing, like the sides and top come off, and then you just have this like wall of soil. So yeah, it's not really something I'm happy about. And again, when you're moving soil around and you got like all of this soil like I have that's out here, insects are plentier in here. So now I'm gonna have to like spray the inside of my house. Which is also frustrating. So what I'm gonna be doing is, as I answer y'all questions and I go into a story here and there, I'm just gonna be moving some things in, some things I'm gonna condense into condensability, you know what I mean? And then I'm just gonna do my patio thing. So we're patioing. You ask any question. I am a plant biologist. You can ask me any plant question. I'll give you any plant answer. And we'll go from there. This is also really good to get stuff done. Oh, honey, you got to get some basic carpentry skills in, save some money. If I had, here's the thing, right? Basic carpentry skills are not the problem. It's really the time, right? So keep in mind, I work a full-time job. I do this, which is another full-time job because I'm managing my own media. I edit my own videos. I post my own videos. I'll keep my website. I answer emails when I can. I'm not good at answering emails. I do all of that, and then I do media management and communications for the church I attend, right? So I do a ham sandwich of a lot, and because of that, I don't be having time. So I'd rather just spend the money to get a good product, because I use my time building other things. Like the fact that I can post on Instagram and my Instagram posts go to YouTube and TikTok is magnificent. The fact that when I post a Substack, it goes and puts a post on my Facebook to say, hey y'all, I made a post. Like I build that type of stuff. So I'm building other things. I'm just not building this. And I know I'm not going to make the time to build this type of stuff. You know what I mean? I just can't make that time. Not with everything else I do. Now, if I only did this, if I only did Chocolate Botanist, I would have a lot more time. But even then, if I only did Chocolate Botanist, I'd be like hoofing it to speak and go here and go there and go everywhere. So I'm just going to take all of this in. Again, ask your questions. Hey there, Washington, D.C. gardener. I do too much sometimes, I swear. I do understand you're busy. I am. And I don't want to be. I don't know how exactly I became so busy. I think it's the world that we live in now, right? The world that we live in now requires so much to be successful financially, right? So in order for me to find somebody's joy in being able to pay my bills and eat, it just takes so much time, so much effort to be seen on social media, to be visible in this here space, to do the things I want to do. The resources I used to use for like some social media management, their prices have gone up. The prices of everything have gone up, especially because of y'all's president and Tarif. Y'all's president and Tarif, you know, making everything go up high to the sky. It is maddening. Maddening. So with that being said, I'm just trying to get by. You know, I'm trying to get by. So I think I'm going to show y'all the new pot I got now. If y'all are ready for the new pot, give me some hearts, some likes. How do you keep from getting scale? I get rid of it only for it to come back again 5 months later. So if you have scale coming back, the scale insects, they must be coming from a source, right? So either your treatments aren't getting rid of all insects, right? Or you are bringing them in from elsewhere. So when you have a pest problem like scale, aphids, well not aphids, like I'm assuming you're talking about indoors, scale mites, spider mites, or thrips. You can get thrips, spider mites, mealybugs. That's the other one I couldn't think of. When you have any of those type of insects bugging you, the question you have to ask is, did I treat every place that they could be, right? I can't really remember where scale would be. I feel like it's just on the leaves. But for me, when I treat for like mealybugs or spider mites indoors, I really want to make sure, again, I'm covering not just the plant that I see them on, but the plants that are in the surrounding area. And really, if I have the time, every plant that I can touch, I'm going to treat. If I can touch it, I'm going to treat it, okay? Because those insects could have taken a vacation in the next room. Now you got a problem in there and elsewhere. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you're treating everywhere. You're using the right product that is actually for scale. I know we like to make stuff, but like an actual pesticide. And then finalmente, check that where you're getting them from. If you're pretty sure, again, that you are treating every plant sufficiently, where are you getting your plants from? Because there are people I heard of who will be like, oh, I go to this place and I always get spider mites when I go there. You know, always get mealybugs when I go there. They talk like that. Always get mealybugs. They be from New York. They're from New York and they talk like this. They say, I always get mealybugs when I go and get my plants from such and such and such. So that's why I tell people, like, be careful. Like, I get my plants from Gunter's Greenhouse in Durham. I don't have any issues. My plants, if they die, it's because of me. And I can say that with a certainty. So I hope that answers your question. Let's get this pot. almost forgot that I was on camera. So this is the pot. Took me a while to grab it. Forgot I was recording. So this is the pot. Hey Tanika. Hey all the people. And this is it. So dang. Dang, look at this. It's almost as big as me. And when you're as big as me, you always leave the people satisfied. So this is a beautiful pot I got from the Lowe's. Hey, Plant Boy NG, representing the Nigerias. When you get a pot this big, it is amazing. It is a 55, is able to hold 5.55 cubic feet of soil. 44 inches by 19.7 inches by 29 inches. That's a coffin, it is. So I'm gonna stick this here. I'm gonna put this soil in it, but I'm also gonna line it with all these other failed things that I've had here near me, right? Because I want to be certain that there we go. I'm going to get everything in the house. Now, when I've done the movement of everything into the home before, it was easier because I think I was just able to like take the stuff. I don't think they were doing anything with the stuff that was like on the floor of the patio, but I feel like they are doing the floor of the patio. Because I see that it looks like they've painted these people's stuff, which is ignorant to me, but we're going to keep going. So I'm going to fill this up. And when you're filling up a pot, you don't have to fill the whole thing with soil. This is like old refuse, like broken down sticks and twigs and soil. And I'm just going to literally put it in. And I want y'all to see how this could be so easy for you. Okay, just to put it in. All you got to do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me up pot you, baby. There we go. We are going to... in my mind, I should do this as 2 parts. But I was like, nah, I wouldn't do this as 1 part. Actually, let's do this. Boop. I'm having a crisis of camera here. There we go. There we go. Super crisis of camera. My God, today. There we go. Boom. Okay, so y'all can kind of see this. So we can see how deep this is. We can see that this is empty, right? And it's kind of chilling out on things. It's dusty because it came like that from the stove. I'm not going to tell y'all what I dumped out of it. And now I need the other glove I had on. I guess I don't have that anymore. We're going to go ahead and fill this up. So again, this is a big pot. I don't have to fill this like from the rooter to the tutor. I can start with whatever's in here, right? Whatever is in here. This is like garbage, refuse, whatever. We're going to dump this out into, it's not dumping out. I'm going to get a little hoe. Sometimes you need a little hoe to help you out. You want to clean this out. Clean this out. Dang it. There we go. This was like a failed bokashi thing I was doing. I'm going to pick the trash out because I know future Derek is going to be like, why is all this stuff in here? They're going to be like, y'all let me do this? Right? I'm going to spread that out. So all the plastic pieces I'm going to pick out. Now I know what y'all are saying. Why should you have plastics in there, Derek? Be careful of microplastics. Unfortunately, friends, if you live in this world, this existence, microplastics are everywhere, along with forever chemicals. If you go super deep into what this world contains and how all of the continents of the world, oh my goodness. Sidebar, y'all see this? This is an eggshell. All you people telling me eggshells just break down and deteriorate over time, I believe this is an eggshell. And this has been chilling out, not breaking down. Crazy, right? But yeah, plastics everywhere. And while we should definitely be cautious of what we put into our environments, there's no avoiding it. So now that I've done that, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add the next layer of, again, refuse. And typically I would tell you wear some gloves, so that way if like there's black widows or anything in here, you don't get it. I shouldn't run into that because it's been so cold. There we go. And I'm going to break this down with the hoe, because it's really, as long as there's something that the roots can grab onto, all of this will break down over time. And when it breaks down too much where it's like not feasible, the soil level's going down super low, then I'll just up pot it, take everything out, put some new stuff in there. I have this, which is like some bone meal I had made. I guess I used all of it. Tear all of that up, put all that in there, and we're literally just filling this up. Now again, y'all can keep asking your questions while y'all are in here, or you just have me on in the background. It's up to you. I love to be singing in the background. So I'm filling this up. Again, I want to be sure that I am emptying out all these buckets I have, because I don't want them just to be filled with stuff. Okay? Not as I take them in, if I can avoid it. Now this is probably going to be heavy now that I think about it. When I'm trying to move this in. I'll get some help to carry it inside, and I'll just get help to carry it outside later. So, hey JLBC. JLBC. So I'm filling this up because, again, I need to replace this pot that I believe is broken and switch it out. Okay, and I'm just trying to empty out soil and other refuse that I'm not just going to take into my house. Because all of these things that are on this patio, except for the flooring, are going to go into my home. Okay? So, if I do this on camera, that means I got to finish. I got to finish. Okay? So I'm going to dump this pot into here. Oh, there's bits of terracotta in here. I think I got some pots from a friend, and he would use terracotta in his as a, instead of like rocks or like leca, he would use broken terracotta, which I guess is good. I'm all about trying to put it back together, but as I step on more and more pieces and break them apart, I really should probably give that dream up. Hey, Chocolate Botanist, I love your content. Thank you, Permaneric? I don't know. Hey, I've been missing the Dirt on Gardening. Or did y'all take a break on the holidays? We took a break on the holidays. The Dirt on Gardening will be returning soon. I don't know how soon, because I haven't talked to the gentleman yet. But we will be returning soon. Dirt on Gardening Tuesdays on YouTube or on Andre the Farmer's Instagram. If you look at Gray, Urban Gardening with Gray, his YouTube, you'll see it there. And you'll see it at the other place that I had named, Andre the Farmer's Instagram. There we go. Okay, now, here's the test. Because I kind of filled this up halfway. I need to move all this soil in. Is this the one that is broken? When I lift this up, you see how we're doing that? We don't want to do that. And I hope this is the only one that's broken, because I only bought one of these. Yep, only one is broken. This is great. Because I was going to say, if both of them are broken, I'm about to be frustrated. Okay? So I'm going to move these other buckets indoors. Okay? Indoors. We're going to just put this here, because that plane is going to be a part of that now. We're going to slowly unglom all the things indoors. I have so many buckets, I need to get some of them away. Whew. I'm tired already. I tell y'all what, I'm as tired as can be. The cold saps it out of me. Like, I would rather work in the heat than the cold. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. So we are going to kind of set some things up to go inside. And I guess I need to grab a shovel. I need to basically move all this soil. I thought I had a big scoop with me. Y'all want to follow me while I look for a scoop? I don't want to just leave y'all out here in the cold. Y'all follow me. So this scoop that I use is a beautiful scoop that I got from the people at Corona, I believe, gardening tools. They gave it to me for free $3.99. And I thought if you're giving me something for free, it must be hot garbage. But it's actually phenomenal. Like, I use this big scoop to get all sorts of soil moved. Like, it's rubber. And this thing is tough. Oh, it's tough. Oh, it's tough. So we're going to scoop some soil over. I do have some plants that I don't want to super disturb because they are like living and thriving. Right? So like I think this is like an iron plant or something. I can't remember. I got it from a friend and I don't want to disturb this if I can avoid it. So I'm going to do what I can do best to bend over here without showing my hind parts. He says the camera flipped right over. See how the camera was trying to set me up? Without showing, hey, it's Cynical Waffles. Without showing my hindquarters. I'm gonna lift this up and then I'm gonna move this soil in. I could probably, really with the way this is set up and how big this is, I could probably put all of my plants into this one planter. Like, I haven't done the math on it soil-wise, but this is 5.5 cubic feet of soil right there. Let's do this. This is 5.5 cubic feet of soil. Oh, I know why this is doing this. I got to see it. I don't have to set it right. There we go. This is 5.5 cubic feet of soil. 5.5. I don't know how many cubic feet that these can hold, but I feel like just off of eyesight alone, it could do it. But we're gonna give it a shot. Hey, Mixtape on Fire, and I wet my plants 2-1. I'm gonna move y'all over here, and I'm gonna lift this up. Okay, because again, the thing about getting wood, especially these wood products, is they just break apart. Like, this was nice, but this is the second one that's done this to me, where the wood at the bottom just eats away from the wood at the top. And maybe if I used a liner, that would work. But even then, just your soil by default stays wet at the bottom. And I don't even water as heavy as I used to, and it still happens. But these are near like the side of the railing that can get a lot of water, but it's like even all over it. So yeah, this is disappointing. This is super disappointing. And maybe if I got something that was like made of a tougher wood that was more expensive, it would work. But we could see like how good my soil is, right? You can see how it's literally just chilling out here. And there's not like heavy roots, but it's chilling out. I don't think I have any. Indeed, I wet my plants. I don't think I have any other perennials in here that I can really think of. There's like a sage, not a sage, a balm, like a lemon balm, I think, that comes in right here. But everything's seed so heavy, I think it'll be okay. So we're gonna just take this down. So yeah, had to check my messages real quick. I should have put out like a clearing call. If you are in the triangle and want to help me clear my patio, I'll treat you to a sandwich. That's what I should have done. So what I'm gonna first do, make sure y'all can see me, is I am going to do my darndest to just take this out without destroying the top foliage. Like if I take this top foliage out, it's not the end of the world, but I do not want to upset this plant and disrupt it if I don't have to. So I'm going to just kind of dig, and I don't want to knock a bunch of soil everywhere. And here we go. And I've gotten my plant up, and we can see that it does have this amount of soil on it. I'm just going to set this to the side. The rest of this soil, I'm going to scoop. I should have grabbed a shovel. I'm going to scoop into this planter over to the side of me. Okay, I think I know an angle. I think I got an idea for an angle that'll work. I think I got an idea. Hey, Keela. I have catnip that's doing well here in Zone 8, Northern Alabama. I think we're in the same zone, Alabama, because I'm in 8. I used to be in 7, but I'm now in 8. So that'll work. So catnip, I've wanted to grow catnip. Let's see. So I'm just gonna kind of try to grab these chunks and put them in. Okay, and as I'm grabbing these chunks, I'm gonna break them apart. And it looks like, as I'm doing this, it does look like I'll be able to put all this soil into one container, okay? And as I'm digging, I have to keep in mind there's like a wood bottom here. And also as I'm digging, I have to keep in mind, when I'm putting the soil in here, I want this soil to go like maybe right here. You know what I mean? I want this soil to be right there. I don't want it to be lower, because as this gets watered and it's moved twice, moved inside and then moved back outside, this is going to settle. Okay, I never want any of you to settle, but this soil is going to settle. Why is it going to settle? There's air that is a part of your mix of your soil. You don't ever count it as a part of your mix, but you should have some amount of air mixed into your soil. Yeah, it looks like, because if I didn't use that stuff on the bottom, I would be able to put both of these in here. And that stuff on the bottom even has a bunch of air holes and pockets. So I'm gonna like fill this up. Now, unfortunately, as I'm filling this up, I'm not gonna really weed heavy, because I'm counting on shocking my weeds. Let's turn this around so I can see y'all. And what y'all are asking me, if y'all are asking me anything, it'd be sad if I did that and y'all wasn't asking me anything. Let's see. I don't know what zone I'm in. I'm from South Asia. Hey, South Asia. Hey, watching me from South Asia. Hello. It's zone 10B for the cold, but it hits 45 Celsius here. I don't know what that is in in freedom units. I'm not going to do that with you. 45 degrees Celsius. 35 is 90. 33 is 90. 35 is 99 or 100. So 45 will probably be 120. What is y'all's humidity up yonder in South Asia? Yeah, this is going to... So it looks like I'm going to do a little bit different than what I was planning on doing. And again, I'm clearing out plastic. I recycle stuff, and I don't always clear the plastic out until later. So plastic just be in everything, trash and refuse be in everything. So I'm trying to get better about being intentional and not just doing something in the moment and having like one of my short attention span attacks. Like, we just got to do this, you know what I mean? And I'm like not just putting things off to later, Derek, all the time. So yeah. So we're digging this soil up behind me. And this box, the fact that I spent $100 for this box, I'm gonna have to really represent this organization. This organization is called POP, P-O-P, POP. I think their website is POP USA. Like what you people in the North call a soda, a pop. And again, if I didn't put all of the stuff I had in here, like, I'm already getting to a good place of having this like partially filled. And I still need to like really fill it up more up here before it settles, meaning that I'm going to have enough space to put the other pot of soil in here. And I may do that come, I don't know if I want to do it come spring or now. I need to look it up to see, because I don't want to disturb roots if I don't have to. But then again, like, yeah, I'm not sure. What are you growing there? It depends on, it's a roller coaster. Summers are super hot and dry. Monsoon is wet and humid. Winters usually start dry. And rains come around in the spring. Oh, now that, monsoons. I would liken that to the flash floods we can have here. But I feel like that would be a way different animal. Because I imagine, for those of you, as we talk, let's talk about zones real quick. The USDA zones are our way of trying to like normalize easily who can grow what, depending on where you are. And it's really kind of a vibe of like climate meets your soil meets the light intensity that you would have throughout the year, right? Really, that's what you should keep in mind. But the USDA zones are more just like temperature, and this is what this temperature is, and this is what this temperature can do. Now, when it comes to like those outside of the United States, I wish there was a universal, like, we grow this, so you can grow this. Like, a universal zone that encompasses temperature and light and, what is it called? Temperature and light and humidity and just your seasonality. Because it's all those things, all of them in tangent that dictate what you can grow. So like in different parts of Asia, you can grow philodendron and all of those different aeroids outdoors, but you can also do that in Hawaii. And you can also do that in parts of Africa and in like Puerto Rico and in Florida and California. Like you can grow these plants outside almost year round. So I wish it was just something, I don't know if that exists, but there should just be something that the people can use for scaling or judging what you can and can't do. And it's a shame I can't do anything with this wood. Now that it's spent, if I was growing like mushrooms and stuff, there's also like nails and things and stuff, I would have to really like super be careful. I probably should have gloves on, just in case any of these rusty nails try to tag me on my hand. So, yeah, gloves. Get on a pair of gloves. Get on a pair of gloves. Now, you would think the thing made of wood would be cheaper than the thing made of plastic. But it's amazing how that works out. Okay. Whew. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they never answer what they're growing there. So, whew. I started getting these wood containers because the woman I lived with when I moved out of my ex's, she had one, and I bought a matching one. Actually, I think we replaced, you know what, now that I think about it, I think that one ended up being eaten out. It ended up being eaten out, and we had to replace that one, now that I think about it. So I think I bought the replacements because we were using them, and I was like, I got you. I appreciate you being so kind to me and helping me out. But I feel like I bought 3 of them, and I just feel like I always buy one of these wood things to replace another wood thing. And again, I wish I didn't have to, because I would really rather stick with plastic, or stick with wood versus plastic. But it is what it is, I guess. this wood while I'm going. This is the bucket. Whew. There we go. You know, see how that sunk in there that quick? Dropping that in. And I see what I was looking for. This is the perennial balm I was talking about. Hopefully I didn't flash y'all. This is the perennial balm I was talking about. There we go. Let's see. Y'all see anything? Y'all cannot. But it's getting close. I don't want this to turn into an OnlyFans show. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm tired because I'm hungry. What did y'all eat today? That's what I think it is. I think old Derek is hungry. And I was like, let me do this because if I eat, I'm not going to do anything. So let me do this. That's what I told myself. So what did y'all eat on today? On this morning? I think at this point I need to sweep the rest of this up. Yeah, this is working out beautiful. Let me get a broom. And then what I'm going to do is I need to water everything. Well, I'll probably do it once I bring them indoors. And just give them a little drink. But what did y'all eat? Is nobody here with me? GP, are you with me? Y'all not here? Where did I put a good broom? I got that one, but I don't want to use that one. I need my big broom. I don't know where my big broom is, y'all. Oh, I know that's not an 18 minutes. I think I gotta get a new washing machine. Put it up when I come back in. I found my broom. So I'm gonna sweep the rest of the soil up. And once I sweep it up, then I can look at this other wooden box, which if I rearrange the soil and the soil I don't use in that, I use in another project, I could probably do pretty good. You know what I just thought? I just thought y'all probably are talking to me and I haven't scrolled down in a while. That's what it was. Let's see what y'all have been saying. Let me see. Does your soil settle as the stuff decomposes? Yes. Yes, it does. I was like, why are they not speaking? Usually it keeps like the thing auto scrolls, but it's not doing that. Right now I have collard, chard, broccoli, cauliflower, and my herbs. I'm in 9B. My peppers are also still producing. That is beautiful. I've seen most plant nurseries grow airwoods outside, but under a shade of sorts. The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, I love that. Let me see. I started growing. Hey, Celia, kale, onions, garlic. I have one roselle hibiscus that's also producing still. Wow. You're going to Cajun Roux soon. I love that. Samosa. We had a samosa. I had a bowl of cereal, and I should have probably had more. But I was like, if I start cooking, I'm not going to come out here, and they're going to be wanting the patios ready by the 5th. So I was like, I need to hurry up and get out here. Let me sweep this soil up. And my soil does settle a lot as all these things decompose. And as even I put the soil in, like this soil is going to settle a hell of a lot because there's just so much space. There's so much space for it to. And I try to really build my soils like that, to have, I don't want to say a space to settle, but so I don't have to use as much soil as I would otherwise, right? soil can be expensive, and I have friends who work in the field, so I need a lot of stuff for free. Like I have a bunch of soil in the house right now that I can just be like, here you go. I think I actually gave some to some people, dropped some off to some people, right? But, ooh, being able to just take this resource and make it spread, you know, really live on a skinnier appetite is stunning. Because these sticks and twigs that are in here, these leaves, over time are just going to break down into more soil. I don't know what that was. Into more soil. I felt like that was in my headphones. So, yeah. Again, because I'm working with things that potentially have rusty nails, I'm going to put my gloves on. But keep in mind, if I didn't put all those sticks and twigs in, I could, like, and look at this. You see how this is breaking? This is a sign of just old. If I didn't have those sticks and twigs in, though, I could have put both of these wooden planters into this one. But I'll save that for a future project. So, whew. Oh geez, a cockroach. This is why I also hate moving things in, because I know they're hiding out here. They're overwintering out here. And when I disturb everything out here, then they want to run into my house. This is why y'all should get like pesticides and things. Because you want to really spray a defense in your home. There we go. Knock that one off the patio. Because I'm going to take that in the soil and take it in the house. Yeah, get you a line of defense. But I think this is going to be it for now. I plan on doing like a post to shout out this company that I got this pot from. I didn't get it from them, but I bought it and it looks like it's like beautiful. So I plan on doing that in the future, like the very near future. Y'all got any other questions for me before I head out of here? Because I'm going to be moving all of this stuff, I can get all this plastic thing. It's the only reason why I use horticultural plastic, sidebar, just to put it on the patio to cover the wooden board. And to stop some of this from going downstairs. Any other questions for me before I head off here? Again, we have been replanting in a pot outdoors. I'm going to clip all of this stuff down and move everything inside. The fact that my mint is still going and I've not really watered it like that is stupendous to me. Because the one I had indoors, the child offshoot, that one just went on to the upper room. But the fact that this is still here, which is astounding because I've grown this variety before, and it just did not do it for me. But if y'all got nothing else, I will depart from yonder. I want y'all to have a phenomenal 2026. Enjoy yourself, and I will. Whereas I'm growing chocolate mint. Oh my God, no, I hate chocolate mint. I cannot stand chocolate mint. Chocolate mint is one of those plants where I grew it because it seemed like something that was going to be real awesome. And I just can't, I don't like those York peppermint patties. I don't like the little Andes chocolate thing. I don't want chocolate mixed with, like, God dang it. I don't want chocolate mixed with my mint. Like, they need to be segregated. Segregate them. Don't put them near each other. Keep them far, far apart. Okay, separate but equal. Separate but equal. So no, I've done orange mint. I've done apple mint. I've done strawberry mint, pineapple mint, I tried some grapefruit mint, but it didn't take. I don't think I've done ginger or banana. And I've done, what else? Kentucky Colonel, Mojito, and the other ones. Some people, like I have a friend I gave it to, well, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I was going to say he was a friend at that point. But I have a friend that I did give it to, and he loved it. He loved the stuff. Now me, yuck, that's all I got to say. You know, I'm not for it. But some people are, and if you love chocolate mint, you go for it. But it is not for me. It is not for me. I gave it a shot, and again, but I've done a lot of other varieties. This is berries and cream that I have here. Berries and cream mint. So, whew, it was, and berries and cream is amazing. This is why I love cleaning the patio sometimes. Be like, what is this? And what is that? Where do these things come from? Ooh, Moroccan mint is my favorite. I love Moroccan mint. That was one of the first varieties. I think that was the first variety of mint I grew, because it used to be like all around my grandmother's yard. I love the Moroccan mint. And when I tell people, they'd be like, oh, you mean mojito? And I'm like, no, Moroccan. So I've done spearmint. I've done all of them. I've done a lot of them. There's not a lot that I haven't done. Like, that's one of my secret things. If I could, like, have a house and a yard, I would have, like, a mint, maybe like a mint trial field or something, or pots where you can walk by at, like, my waist level, so it would be matched to me, because it's my house and I do what I want. This would be a good vision. Okay, I want y'all to follow me. This is a good vision. I want y'all to follow me here. I want you to follow me on this vision. So at waist level to me, which would be round about right here, okay, where my arms are, I'm going to be like boop, 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 you know, boop. Actually, maybe like right here, like right here, because I got a low waist. Okay, like right here. Okay, I would have the pots, and they would be, you know, like 10, 20-inch pots, terracotta, of course, and they would each have a different mint variety. So you could walk by, and you can say, okay, let me try a leaf of spearmint. Let me try a leaf of Kentucky Colonel. Let me try that with mojito, Moroccan, right? Strawberry, grapefruit, all of the different mint varieties that I can get my hands on and grow them year to year. And then I would mix in at random stevia. I wouldn't tell anybody. It would just be in there, right? And you're like, oh, this is sweet. It's stevia. Isn't it nice, right? And then you could get cuttings from me, free, of mints, because they're so easy to propagate. You just take the cutting, like the one I had in the house that died, I took the cutting, I put it in a pot over here, and that pot was kind of watered, kind of wasn't, and it just took off, and then I took it inside and it died. But they're so easy. They make runners, they do all these other cool things. They're so easy to just get on and get up. Okay, lemon balms, I would have like lemon balms and stuff, so like you would go past like either side of mint, lemon balms, the rosemary, the lavenders. Like, I want it to be where you can get just scents, and it would be scent-sational. The Scent-sation Garden. We're going to write that down. The Scent-sation Gardens. And you would be able to come through, smell, you know, get your little sniff on, and then go on about your business. And you could get a piece of all of them. A piece of all of them. The best and baddest sound man and barbecuer that I done ever did see has come in. Round of applause for Bowler Boy Catering. Round of applause. Round of applause. I hope y'all throwing hearts. Hearts, hand claps, hearts and hand claps and hearts. We are in it to win it. So that's what I would do if I had a yard. I would, he's the GOAT. The GOAT. I wish I could like throw memes up here. So yeah, that's what I would do if I had a yard. Hey, that's what I would do if I had a yard. I would have all the mints, all of the herbs just growing around me. But what have we done today? Because I'm tired of talking up here now. I did this. This is the planter I got. It's Polymer Outdoor Products. Easy harvest. It's an elevated garden bed because it can be elevated. Okay, like I might be tonight, elevated. And it's a wicker finish, but it's plastique. And it is, again, 5.55 cubic feet of soil. And it's quite wide. So I'm going to be really enjoying this. I put some soil into this. Got to take my glove off so I can actually touch the screen. I companion plant all scents to deter the javelinas? What are those? What are those? So we put the soil in here. We ended up just replacing one of the broken pots. And this was $100 well spent. I usually would be like, yuck, I don't want to spend that much money. But this was $100 well spent. And I'm just sweeping up soil and basically getting everything off of the patio. So by tomorrow, if I do the first half, tomorrow I just do a final sweep. I may get my shop vac out here to blow. And I might have y'all out here with me. Well, I probably wouldn't have you out here with me when I'm blowing the patio, because you ain't going to be able to hear me. But looks like somebody smoking a cigarette like right next to me. But we'll do that. What is a javelina though? Can somebody tell me what a javelina is? A javelina? Nobody's gonna say what a javelina is. You will have to Google it. The new How dare you tell me to Google? Block this person, moderator. I have no moderator. Block this person. Someone boo this woman. Okay, I'll look it up. The new bed looks thank you. Now that I have it in here and I see it, and this could really open up a lot of space for me, I really do want to empty this other pot, this other wooden planter. It's like right here. I do want to empty this one that you can't really see. It's like right behind all of this. I want to empty that one in, but that's going to take me way too much time, and I have other stuff to do tonight. This is why I need, like, sometimes I wish that the world wasn't crazy so I'd have kids, because with me having the big emotions that I have, I don't think I could have kids in this world. But regardless, I'm going to jump off here before I get into another tangent, another topic. I'm going to look up javelinas. Y'all follow me, like, share, all of that jazz. We've been up here for roughly an hour. What? An hour of work flew right by. Y'all enjoy yourselves and have a great, wonderful day.